Hi everybody, welcome to Wizard101 stream. So I think today what we're gonna do is just do some pet training. Because as you can see I have like so many pages of pets. I mean look at this, so ridiculous. Hi everybody, welcome. I think I have like 150 some pets, and they just take up like more than half of my backpack space. When you get to like max level, everything kind of just stagnates and there's like nothing left to do. And the pets that I make, it's literally so ridiculous. There's so many combinations with it as well. Oh, hi Hudra, hi Fishing with Noah, hi Nicholas Hernandez. Trying to rank up in fishing. Wait, no, gardening. You got any tips? Well, I mean, as for tips, I'd say grow some key limes, because what I used to do back then was I would farm for key limes, and in Safari, I mean, and they would drop like at a moderate rate, but when you planted them and towards like the end of their lifespan, they give about 3,000 experience each. And it only took about two or 3 days or so to grow them. So if you're trying to rank them fast, key limes are one of the fastest plants to grow. I think as of right now, I don't really see this a whole lot, but people don't necessarily go with combat trained talent pets, which I'm not sure why. Because the current meta right now, I think, is triple damage, and double resist. I think that's what people normally go with. And it, uh-oh. So, oh, hello, Ruinit. So as I was browsing the pet kiosk, the game crashed for some reason. I'm not sure why they didn't fix that, but I'll be back it'll be back. The stream will be back in a few moments. Sorry about that, guys. Man, it really is frustrating trying to search for pets in the pet kiosk for it to have the game crash. I'm not sure why it does that though. I think it has something to do with like the transition to like 64 bits or something. The willcast talents are pretty good, you just gotta know how to use them. I made a willcast cleanse charm jade pet and it's cracked. It's not Wiz if you don't experience a crash. Yeah, that is true. Sometimes I do get crashes when I play for quite a long time. I think 3 hours in, it usually crashes when I move to a new area. Hudra, I'm trying for a damage pet. Oh, that's good. Which one? Is it for any school in particular? Oh, hi, Sinjan? Is that how you pronounce it? Sinjan? Welcome to the stream. Well, at least like the load time for Wizard101, just the launcher, it's fast. I can't really complain compared to other games. Okay, and I think we are back. Yep. Matchmaking kiosk number 2. We're going in again. Oh, hi, Zach Reitman. Ruin it, nice wizards? Yeah, I think it's pretty nice. I mean, not all of them are max level, but I think 4 of them are close, and one of them being my myth is like the only max. Yeah, in particular, I don't really like Caramel that much, and I like at the time I didn't want to just like go in with like 4 different wizards and just keep doing the same old thing. So I kind of just stuck with one wizard. $130 for me, Oh, it is? Do you live like in a different country? Because I think it's pretty nice that I have some foreign viewers as well. Oh yeah, some of the pets that I created, I don't think anybody else has thought of. I know they aren't really all that useful, but I like to think that they have some nice prospects, or in some situations. The UK? Oh. Wow. What's it like over there? Is it is the weather different for you? Yeah, let me see what other pets I have. Yeah, I don't really look at my pets all that much because they take up so much bag space. Let me see. I got Ice Armor trained. Want to see my pet? I poorly trained the people called Toxic. Oh, that's... I mean, in PvP, I feel like a lot of people dislike ward-based pets where they have like a ton of resist stacked on them. And I think from what I've seen before the shift in meta, it was where people started using, I think, Guardian Spirits, and then they just stacked on resist, and people couldn't kill them. They just literally couldn't do anything. Because they had so much resist, had so many buffs and resistances that it was impossible. Oh, Nicholas Hernandez says, nope, mine has 5... Oh, is it like healing? Ruinets, oi froggies, what are you doing in the summer? Oh, what I'm doing right now, because I'm almost finishing my 4th year of college and my 4th year of a bachelor's degree in business administration with emphasis in marketing. But over the summer, I've decided to take some courses in... some summer courses just to wrap up my business degree. You said my name. What pets are you going for? I think some of the pets that I've been thinking of are just, in general, combat trained pets. Because I think the majority of combat trained talents that have been released so far, I think I have most of them on my myth pets. The weather has been sunny. Oh, that's pretty nice. Oh, that's another thing about this Myth Finder. I'm not sure if you guys have had this talent before, but I find that this one is just absolutely useless. Like, I've tested this exact talent just to find some myth elixirs. Like, in all of the worlds that I've tested, it literally would not give anything. It would just give me gold. Yeah, I'm literally not kidding. I sat there just clicking this specific talent. Like, my pet having to go through walls and, like, go through these objects just to reach chests for them to just bring me back gold. Like, it absolutely doesn't work. I'm not sure why. Like, this talent's actually pretty broken. I was thinking Will Cast Plague would be pretty good. Oh, you think so? Let me see. Oh yeah, Detonate. Detonate. I was thinking of transferring this over to a Fire Wizard, but I wasn't sure. Because the only dot-based attacks that Myth has, I think, are Basilisk and King Artorias. May cast Bubbles wouldn't be bad. Really? Let me see. Are there any will cast trained Bubbles? Trained. I think there's 4, right? There's Time of Legend trained. No, not Windstorm. Namaste trained. And what else? Oh, Doom and Gloom and I think Balefrost, right? Oh, Darkwind and Balefrost. Oh, as a balance of power. Damn, there's so many bubbles. I think it's broken because it's not unlocked yet. Oh. Okay, well that's interesting. Will Cast Detonate is so bad since it won't activate until the round after you use it. So you only get 2/3 of the damage. What do you think is the fastest way to get Mega Snacks? Gardening is the most sufficient. Which plants? Okay, so for me, you guys want to see my garden? Just hold on. Let me let me give you a glimpse of what my garden looks like. Yeah, you see this whole production line of potatoes? Yeah, it's not much, but it's honest work. It really isn't much. And I know like other people have like 64 plots for their gardens, but I think this one works just as well. Froggies, what do you think of my Rain Ice Core pet stats? I'm on Grey Rose if you're wondering. I mean, for me, pets are just like another way to just do whatever you want. It's like you have all this other gear which is just static, and then they just have stats that are just they're given, but with pets you can do pretty much anything with them. Is what makes the game pretty unique in my opinion. Oh, okay. That's way more than I have on the pet pavilion. I mean, I can check it out if you want. Let me take a look. Grey Rose, huh? All this for a pet? Well, I mean, sometimes I like the pet train. It's not always, though. I think this is you. I assume it's Ruinet, right? Oh, that looks pretty nice. Yeah, it doesn't look half bad. I mean, to me, the whole entirety of pets is just to have fun with it. It doesn't matter what talents that it would get. It doesn't matter what talents other people say to have. At the end of the day, it's just whatever you have in mind, and you try to achieve that goal. Yeah, you'll notice that with like some of these pets I have, they might not have talents that you might consider the best. Like, take for example this pet. It has Armor Piercer. Some people might not like it, some people might not have wanted it, but it's the pet that I have. And I'm obviously not gonna give it up, because I think in some situations it would be kind of worth it. Well, I certainly don't trash it either, but... yeah, you'll notice I've never really trashed any pets at all. Because I consider them useful. Like, just maybe... Like this, for example. Like, this didn't get Myth Dealer, and that's fine. But it still has plentiful opportunities to do other things with it. Kinda wholesome, can't lie. Well, I mean, that's just my concept in life. I believe everything and everyone has potential, no matter how other people might think. Yeah, and I think this was my first pet that I've ever gotten, that I trained up to, called Prince Precious. Yeah, it was given to me by a dear friend, and I still treasure this, even though if you take a look at it, the talents don't necessarily have any rhyme or reason to it. What if that myth pet got ice talents, though? Oh, I don't really care, honestly. If it gets ice talents, it gets ice talents. Things like that happen. And it's something that's unavoidable, but you just have to overcome it and just believe in that you can achieve it. I would have thought you would have streamed on the other channel. I mean, I've thought about that at one point, but I decided against it because I wanted to make this channel the mainstay where I would build a community where people would just get along with one another. I don't want to have to split that community. So, going forward, to address your comments, I think we're gonna do other things with this channel in the future. Froggies, are you planning doing Celestial with only? That's way into the future right now, Ammon. Because we haven't really done Dragonspire, and I'm still thinking of ideas on what I could do. Quick question, what games do you play besides Wizard101? Let me see. As of right now, I think, well, I mean, if you've been to like the Minecraft stream, I mean, I've played Minecraft, and I'm still trying to get the hang of it. And the one other game I play is Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah, I've been working on a big project for that over the past 2 years. And I'm not gonna reveal what it is, because it relates to a friend of mine. But that's the other game I'm playing right now. So besides Wizard101, Minecraft, and Elder Scrolls Online. Zach Reitman, what's your other channel? My other channel is Froggies2. It should be in the channel description. Or in the about section, I think. Alright, let's actually get to hatching something, because that wouldn't be a fun stream if I didn't do anything. Let me see. Plague trained. Let me take a look. Froggies2, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, I kinda like that. Shadow Wizard. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Skeleton Lover. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I think we're gonna go with the Gobbler Ball. And we're gonna go with Hex-Trains. Man, sometimes I just have so many pets to think of that I don't know what to hatch with. Yeah, I'd say branching out could be good if you have a channel based off of one game or type of content. People only come watch for one thing, which makes it hard to find success with other games. Yeah, that's true to some extent. But I think, like, in saying that, I'm also considering it just... I mean, I'm not sure if I have that type of personality to do it. Because I'm not really that charismatic or outgoing, if you can believe it. Do you play Wizard101 PvP? Sort of. I used to do that back in the day. Not so much now. Alright, let's go with this, and... let's go with... oh, there's just so many pets. It's so hard to choose. I missed your first stream last time, but I really liked your streams. Thanks, Gabriel. And also, welcome to the stream. What talents are you looking for? As of right now, I'm not really sure, but one person in the chat said I should go for Plague Trained. So, I'm thinking about it. Think about which pets I should put in to the hatch with it. I think Fairy. Oh wait, no, that's... let me see. Man. Okay, I think this one's okay. What do you think about Wizard101 with the commander robe with elegant items? Or anything related to that? Do you mean like stitching, or do you mean like the stats of it? That's purely based from a content creator's perspective though. It's totally okay to do your own thing and chill, of course. I mean, what I said was based off of that. Oh, I understand. And I'll obviously keep that in mind. Because of course I do want to create a community of some kind. Stitching. A lot of people tend to do that. With like the whole elegant gear and like the whole school emblem stitchable gear. And that's fine if you want to go with that, but like for me, I don't really like if you'll notice after I switched from wizard to wizard, I don't really stitch anything, so I just go with what I have. Hatch all pets. Okay. It might not be perfect, but I think it's gonna make a good starter pet for Plague Trained. Yeah, but if you're going for stitching, you just do whatever you want. You know, if you think it looks good, then it looks good. Don't think about other people's opinions too much, because eventually you're gonna get fixated and you're gonna rely on too much of other people's opinions. So just go with what you like. GTS Immort, hello, welcome to the stream. What is your favorite school in Wizard101? Well, my favorite school is the Myth School. Because, as you can see, I have so many pets and I have like full... I mean, look at the amount of gear I have. It's kind of... like, the majority of the time that I spent here on Wizard101, I'm just on the Myth Wizard. Just entirely of it. I like the Guardian stuff personally, minus the helm. Well, that's good. Alright. Enough talk. Time for some pet training. I'm honestly hoping it doesn't do too bad or get any talents that just doesn't really work well. Spell Defy. Okay, that's not too bad. So how are your guys' days going? Ooh, it's going super well. It got spellproof. So we got the whole resistances done. You can skip game now. I haven't trained my pet in ages. Last time I trained, you can do that. Fancy. Yeah, I think you have to do 25 pet minigames before that can happen. Shadow Wizard. My day is going good. Going good. Oh, that's nice. I hope it continues that way. Looking forward to jumping back on Wizard after these years. Been checking out what new. Honestly, still surprised Wizard is still going on. Yeah, I think it still has some pretty considerable time left compared to other MMOs of its time. I mean, the one game I'm thinking of is RuneScape. Remember spending my days just spamming dance game and getting 3 fails and repeats. Yeah, back in my day, I didn't really know that much about just training pets in general, so I kind of just went with whatever pet I thought looked nice. Yeah, Club Penguin. Yeah, I think they have, for Club Penguin, I think they have like a new game. Mythgiver, that's not too bad. Yeah, back then, the only time I have ever played Club Penguin was I got so bored during like a summer academy I went to, because at the time my grades weren't really all that good. So my parents sent me to this summer academy where like all the kids would just sit there until lunch to do the work that was assigned to us. So, but like early on in the day, sort of like school, except they would make us go on the computers or just let us do whatever we wanted, which I thought was strange because, well, you get to play early on in the day and then you work until lunchtime, and then after that you get to eat lunch. It was sort of like prison in a way, and it felt like prison because the lunch you got was like it wasn't anything special. It was kind of just lemon and water. It wasn't even lemonade. It was just they didn't even had the ability to add sugar or anything. It was just actual prison. Yeah, but going back to the story of Club Penguin, I used to see all these kids sit on the computer, and either they would play Club Penguin or Roblox. I'm not really sure why they allowed that, but it happened. A lemon, bro? Dudes can't even spare a good old sandwich. Yeah, I mean, it was just absolutely dreadful. I didn't like going to that summer academy. I think it was one of the worst things I've ever had to experience, or the pleasure of experiencing. Energizing battery. Okay, well, that's not too bad. That's a good start, I guess. Yeah, I didn't get plague trained, but I think if we just keep hatching, we'll get it eventually. Alright. I think we should try for a second time, right? Peruse pet potions. And then... Alright. Plague trained. Second time to go around. I think we gotta use our original pet though. School and prison are basically the same thing. Yeah, I mean, like, I didn't enjoy school when I was a kid. Like, literally every day I would just get in trouble because I didn't do my homework. And because the thing was, I didn't really think of school as something that would benefit me. And it wasn't until I got into high school where I realized, well, shit is gonna get serious. So that's when I kind of got my act together, and I stopped completely failing my courses, and just I did the curriculum that they set in place. I loved Card Jutsu, whatever it was called, on Club Penguin. Oh yeah, if I remember correctly, it had something to do with like dueling one another, sort of like PvP. Yep, kids at like the summer academy played the shit out of that game. Yeah, and then they got depressed right after the I think the supervisor pulled the plug on it. But it was all good fun for them. Actually, come to think of it, the Card Jutsu game on Club Penguin is probably drew me so much to Wizard101. Yeah, because to me, it looks very similar when you think of, like, the card aspects. But it is in a way where it's, like, blown out of proportion, like it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something, where you betray the rules. Like, have you guys ever watched, like, the show Yu-Gi-Oh! Or old Yu-Gi-Oh!? They would just play cards without actually following the rules. That's what really made it wacky and kind of fun in a way. Man, having to search through 17 pages of pets just to find the one that I've hatched before can be kind of a pain. What is your thoughts on KingsIsle's made the game free, but made crowns the only microtransaction? Where do you think the game would be? My thoughts are, if they continue with this path forward, it might hurt the game in the long run, because I've seen other games that have that game ago have acquired, and the communities are kind of dead. But that's not to say that Wizard101 wasn't a game where it was monetized like this before, where the game was obviously pay to play, where you needed to unlock areas. So in that regard, I mean, obviously things have to change eventually. You can't just have the same old trend. Just because people's tastes do change when considering, like, marketing the whole game itself. How old are you, my good sir? I am 23 or 24. Playing a 10 or 12-year-old game. Which gear in Wizard101 do you wish you want back into the game? That's kind of... There is one item I do want, and I'm not sure... who am I getting? I think people know about this already. The one gear item I want is the wand called Valor. Valor? And I think only veterans at the time was able to get it, or if you were a family member to a veteran. So not a whole lot of people actually have that specific sword. It was only meant for people that... Damn it, I trained the wrong pet. It was only meant for veterans and veteran family members. I remember playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in elementary and not understanding anything of what was going on, but the cards looked cool, so I had fun. Yeah, I'm glad you... Because watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day was actually pretty fun. Whereas Pokemon, it was kind of... I mean, I understand Pokemon had like a trading card game, but it wasn't really as wacky or just out of... or quirky as Yu-Gi-Oh! Was. Why is hatching free? Oh, the thing with this was, like, all my elixirs... it basically comes from the events. I don't really purchase anything or buy anything in the crown shop. So some of the gear that I do wear, maybe I purchase it on like occasion or something, or have it gifted to me by a friend. Oh, this reminds me of when Yu-Gi-Oh made the monster attack his own spell card, and it was like, you can't do that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of, like, when you watch a lot of the old Yu-Gi-Oh episodes, they would just do things like that. Haha, dropped Yu-Gi-Oh at the end of middle school. Also, how do you feel if Pirate 101 was completely free? What do I think about that? I mean, I think Pirate 101 needs a huge boost in popularity. I don't think it's necessarily very popular right now compared to Wizard101. But if they could just do that, have some sort of free period where they would get people playing, I think that would be pretty good. Hey Froggy, I'm new to the channel and the game, honestly. I found out that it is actually possible to finish this game only by buying a €5 pack of crowns. I think that's euro, right? Euro? Do you think it is a good idea? I mean, just enjoy the game. For me, it's just about playing the game and what I think would be fun to do. So, you could do that. You could just brush through everything, but I don't really recommend it if you're new to the game. And I think it goes without saying for any game out there that you're new to. It's more about experiencing the game rather than just rushing through everything. I actually redeemed that code and I don't even have any veterans in the family. Oh, really? Then I probably must have misheard it. But that's one of the gear items I did want. The sword or wand called Valor. It's very exclusive and not a whole lot of people have it. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I can't sell pet snacks here to get the gold. What other features do you think about King Zhao would add to classic mode? Classic mode? I think one of the features they should add would be to keep like the old models of like the game itself. Because I realize that they have textures and models that look very modern and new. But I kind of miss the old model of Merle Ambrose. Would you like Empowers to sell for gold? No, no thanks, Nicholas. And I think as I keep streaming, one of the things that's... I think it's not just me, but other people in particular, but the thing about it is... TK... Oh, thank you for the dono, TKM King. You don't have to give me anything. It's one of the things that I dislike myself, just because for me, I just like to get items or just earn them by doing. I don't like it when people gift me items, if that makes any sense. It's not that I don't appreciate the offer, it's just I like doing things by myself. I remember this girl from summer camp that didn't play the Pokemon card game, but just played with the cards themselves, if you know what I mean. But I don't think they let me play. I used to collect Pokemon cards back when I was a kid. I didn't really think too much of it. I didn't play the TCG, but I kind of just collected them. And I would ask my mom, hey, could I get a binder for all these? And eventually, I would have these whole stacks of Pokemon cards, but I'd never played with them. I kind of just left them to sit there in this little tiny binder, and it would just collect dust. Like, I think that goes without saying for any collector out there. You kind of don't really take a look at things every day. You kind of just let it... You kind of just let it sit there. to me, it feels like something that I can brag about, but I don't think, at least for me, I wouldn't brag about having Pokemon cards. Oh, that also reminds me of a story that I used to do. I used to have with Pokemon cards themselves. Yeah, back when I was in middle school, not a whole lot of people know about this, but back when I was in middle school, when I tried to get into a nearby middle school, they said it was pretty full. So every day I had to take a bus to a different middle school, and that would take like 30 minutes to an hour. So I had to wake up a lot more earlier than most kids, which it kind of sucked. But you know, you live, you learn, you kind of endure it. But anyway, like on the bus rides, I would try to impress these kids with my Pokemon cards. And one day, like I kid you not, while on the bus, while I was like holding this small binder of cards, the bus hit a bump, and all the cards kind of just flew out, and the kids just jumped out of their seats and collected the cards for themselves. So I think I learned that day not to bring Pokemon cards to the school bus to impress kids, because, you know, you might end up losing your Pokemon cards. This is a dead serious question. Does Froggy like actual frogs? I mean, I like to think I like all living things and animals, not just frogs themselves. Yeah, and the thing about living things is I respect all living things, of course. I think everybody should respect all living things because they're... I mean, we're all living creatures, we're all living things, but just have some respect for one another. Did people actually play Pokemon that way? It was supposed to be played. Yeah, I think... because I wasn't really much into Pokemon, but I thought it was something similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not really sure exactly about that. Dude, that's messed up. Anyway, I want to give you my compliments. Your work is absolutely passionate, and I love when people do stuff for passion and love for something. Keep sharing your passion. Oh, thank you, Cloud Tao, I think. Your comment really does mean a lot, because doing this or doing any type of content is not really that easy. Yes, we got Plague trained. That's good. That was a rough day for a poor kid. Yeah, I mean, it's something that you gotta just endure. And just live and forget. Live, learn, forget. Dominic Underwood. Hello Dominic Underwood. Welcome to the stream. Somebody might have asked this. What is your opinions on Friday Night Funkin' as a game? Oh, I like Friday Night Funkin'. Like back then, I used to play... Well, not back then, but when I was like in my teenage years, about 10 years ago or so, I used to play rhythm games all the time. But one of the rhythm games I used to play was Guitar Hero, because I was trying to impress a girl, but it didn't really work all that well. So what I did was I kind of was like, you know, maybe I should play an actual guitar and not just play Guitar Hero. Yeah, I think that would work well. So in my senior year of high school, I decided to take a guitar class, and I learned how to play guitar. So that was pretty good. But as for rhythm games, I do like Friday Night Funkin' as a concept. But am I good at rhythm games? No. Just... no. I'm not good with rhythm games. I loved Wizard101 as a teen and still do. I loved my pet Cyclops. Yeah, one of my very first pets I got when I joined the game was a blue banshee. Ooh, nice. You got the will cast talent. Congrats. Yeah, I think it's pretty nice. Death Giver, maybe I might find a use for it with Death Giver. But maybe not the best for Myth, but I think I can find some use out of it. Yeah, I can understand that. A friend of mine really tries his best on streaming and making videos, but it can be really hard in many ways. Oh, I definitely understand. It can be hard. Because it's not just about making videos, it's about enjoying them as well. And when it comes to me when thinking about coming up with a video, I don't really stress over it. A lot of the ideas, it just kind of pops into my mind and I just go with it. But first, I gotta create a script for it before I do it though. What do you think of KingsOwl's marketing ads when you open the program? From a marketing perspective? Very... Or as like just like a regular person just going out there watching like billboards, commercials, and other advertisements on like social media platforms on YouTube. Because like when I think of it, it's like of two different styles. Like from a marketing perspective or like a regular person perspective. I just came back to this game a few months ago of about 6-year break. Can't remember why I stopped, to be honest. Hope it never dies. Yeah, I really hope so. I'm gonna be honest, when I saw this channel, I thought it was gonna be a commentary channel until I watched a few of your videos. It was really funny. The only quote I loved is the third coming of Jesus. Thank you, Ronet. It's always nice whenever I have people saying positive things, but also like people giving constructive criticism as well, and not just like saying that this video sucks or something, like to that effect. Most of ideas born this way. Yeah, I think so too. Wow, this is... I don't know where I'm going with this pet, but at least it got plague trained. I haven't legitimately played the game with a membership even in so long. What are serious online competitive matches like? Is it like a less complex Yu-Gi-Oh with better visuals? I think it is. I mean, when you compare it to Yu-Gi-Oh, it's not like you can cheat or anything and have like sacrifice, like you can summon a monster without tributing anything. I think that goes without saying. You need to follow the rules. What's your favorite Pet Pavilion minigame? I love Way of the Ninja Pig. It's solid. Yeah, I think Way of the Ninja Pig is probably like the most thought out of all the pet minigames because it's like an actual level or a course. It's not just like 30 seconds of doing this and watching a pet dance. Will you ever do a review on Wizard101's yearly events like 5 boxes, lost pages, decathlon? I mean, I might make challenges out of them if that's what you're saying, but as far as review goes, I don't really do reviews that often. I'm not like a review YouTuber, sort of like those food reviewers that say that, you know, this McDonald's McNuggets look pretty nice. Maybe I can dunk it in some ketchup or something, and it might taste good. It's like crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. You know, I don't really do that sort of thing. But when you... Like, I don't do reviews on certain subjects. I mean, I think it would be a good idea, but I'm just not that type of person to do it. If every world is a real-life place in Wizard101, where would you go? Where would I go? Because the thing... Here's the thing. there's one place that I've never gotten to go back to, which I really wanted to. And I'm just gonna say it right now, and I think it's gonna blow some of your minds. Like, just huge galaxy brain explosions, but I'm Asian. And one of the places that I wanted to go to was somewhere in Asia. Because majority of my life I've spent was in the US. So when thinking about real life places, I'd say Mushu. How does that pet egg hatchery thing place really work? I don't remember specifically what the mad scientist said, but he said something about breeding and raising an egg or something. You mean the crazy cat dude? I don't think anybody goes to the pet hatchery anymore. Like with the pet kiosk, I don't know. Is there anyone in there? There's one dude. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not so similar to years ago. Most decks are like, okay, in my first turn, plays 23 cards in a loop. I won. Yeah, when talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays, I kind of take a look at like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. And I'm not sure if you guys play that, but when I think about Yu-Gi-Oh! And Duel Links, I feel like you have to compete. And it's from my own perspective, obviously, and I haven't really played the game. But when I think of Duel Links, you have to constantly keep up with the meta. Like, you actually have to keep playing all the time to just understand what's going on. Why does KI think giving a healing class more health than ice with relative resist a good idea to give life? Like, what MMO does that? I'm not sure. What do you think is the hardest school to solo and the easiest? I think the easiest would have to be Death. That goes without question because you could just heal off your hits. But the hardest school to solo would kind of be dependent on like your own capabilities as a player. And also you gotta think about like earlier levels and versus like later levels. For later levels, I'd say it's Storm because you'll get hit a lot more. And for earlier levels, I'd say maybe Myth. Maybe. But that's, I mean, I might be biased when I say that, but I'd say maybe Myth. Earlier and later, in the later worlds, Storm. Fishing with Noah. I can't picture you in real life. Yeah, I mean, it might be shocking. Maybe one day I might reveal my face, but not now. Not now. Is Ice a good school to solo? I'd say it is, but earlier on you might have a tougher time. Just because you don't have access to like the necessary buffs. You don't have access to Ice Blade. So your damage is going to be a lot lower as well. And combine that with having to buy treasure cards. It's going to be tough, but later on it gets easier. Let me see. Deaf. I think we should go on Deaf. I like the hatchery for the pet lending ever though. I hardly see people there. Yeah, it's just because ever since the pet kiosk got released, a lot of people just flock to that rather than just communicating with other people and just doing it at the pet hatchery. Ruin it. Do you have any siblings? Yeah, I have 2 siblings. Older siblings. I have an older brother and an older sister. I struggle soloing balance. I have no idea why. Well, I think for each and every single person out there, they have and keep in mind, this is just my own biased opinion, but it kind of just is dependent on what you're good with. Some people find some schools better than others. It's the same with like any other class in any game out there. You might be akin to getting used to one school rather than getting used to another. So what I'm trying to say is you might be better at one school than the other. Oh yeah, Gabriel, balance bosses were a pain. I had to stack spirit blades to Chimera, but I die in that process. You should raid people's stitches when you can. Oh, I mean, I'm not really like like really big on the whole model thing. Let me see. What old features do you commonly remember? I remember when the loading screen used to have the giant loading on it. Oh yeah, I used to remember that as well. It would just stick out like a sore thumb. And also, like, sometimes the loading screen would kind of stick there. So you would have to, like, reload the game all over again. But as far as, like, features go, I think one feature I used to remember, and I'm not sure about this, was I used to have open chats. Yeah, I think at the time open chat wasn't like restricted or anything. This was like way back then though. And maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I used to be able to get past the filter. Or if there was a filter. Alan, and then there were the shields when you hide your Chimera. Do you think they're ever gonna remaster Wizard101 in the future? Probably not. Because the amount of money they would need, and the amount of thought they would need to put into it, and also like the risk itself, I don't think they would do that. But if... I would love for it to happen, but I don't think it would. Yeah, the pet kiosk is good, especially if you can farm for gold. Yeah, I mean, it is expensive. I don't know why they ramped up the prices. It's like they're trying to control the pet market or something. That's one of the things I didn't understand about them upping the prices for it. They essentially just doubled the price for what it takes normally to hatch, for whatever reason. And they kind of just called it a day, even though we didn't ask for it. What's your favorite boss / dungeon? Well, I'd say it would have to be Mouster because we keep fighting him. And he keeps coming back. It's like an old man that doesn't understand when to stop. So, maybe in like the... I think the 4th arc? I think Mouster is gonna come back. I think he's gonna come back for like a 4th time or something. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. Do you think they're gonna redo the later worlds like Marleybone and Mushu? Because right now they haven't done like Crocotopia, so maybe they might do that. Just like as of this year, probably not. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. Vampire trains. I know I have a plague train pet. Yeah, I do. I have one on death. This is actually how it looks like. What would your thoughts be if KingsIsle made merchandise like shirts, toys, etc.? Do you think any kid out there would want a Wizard101 toy? I mean... what do I know? Maybe they do. But I don't know. Me either. They doubled the price for kiosks and slightly lowered it in person. Yeah, that is true. I'm not sure why they did it though. I hope Wizard101 rewritten is a thing when the game shuts down. Do you think it is possible? Because when I think of it from like a marketing and business perspective, I gotta think about like the copyrights as well. So if somebody acquired the rights to Wizard101, then maybe that might work out. Let me use an elixir. Yeah, and basically, like I said, it would require rights, but also a lot of people backing it. Because you need some capital to start with to get to working on an entirely new game. Cloud Tao, that would be cool. If the kiosk is so expensive, how come so many players use it to get their pets? I mean, I kind of just use it once in a while. I don't use it all the time. But I just think it's a nice way for in terms of convenience. It's really all it is. You don't really have to interact with anybody. So if you're non-outgoing and you're pretty much shy, you don't want to talk to anybody, this is one of the ways you can get a good pet. My mom says your voice sounds like Michael Schmidt. Michael Schmidt. I'm not sure who that is. I think the majority of Wiz players are old. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're very old. A lot of people... I think the age demographic for Wizard101 is like 18 to 25 or so. Man, these are all first generation pets. Let me see what other trained pets we can do. Or we can make. Ever since King's Isle updated the wizard models' moving faces and expressions, what are your thoughts about it? I mean, at first, I think a lot of people were creeped out by it. And even now, with like the compatibility issues where some people's faces are kind of rearranged and then they're like off to the side or something, it kind of makes them look like a deformed sewer monster. So I think it's gotten better. Some people like it, some people don't like it, but for me, I personally don't mind. Because if you think about it, majority of the time that I spent, I kind of just faced... The camera kind of just faced the backside of me, so I don't really read much into it. What OG Wizard101 YouTubers do you remember? I think the most controversial one at the time was... I think his name's called Dakota Earththorn. And I still hear rumors that he's starting something, like a revolution or a vendetta against Wizard101 for some reason. And I don't know why, but, you know, more power to him, I guess. That's what he wants to do. And, you know, there's consequences with everything. But as for, like, other Wizard101 YouTubers, Blaze, Lifehammer, Zen Master Blue, and... what was that other one? He used to do, like, AMVs and, like, solo challenges or something. I kind of forgot who it was. I feel like the only kid who still plays Pirate or Wizard101. It's so weird. Yeah, that is true. I mean, when you think about it, I'm not sure how everybody or how long everybody's been playing, but I've played for like 12 years or so. So going back to Wizard101 and still playing Wizard101, it is weird. Cloud Tao. Well, gotta go to bed. Here in Italy, it's really late. Have a nice evening. Oh, bye, Cloud Tao. Have a good night. Alright. What should I create? I said something about trained pets. Restrained? Okay, there's no pets for that. No, hold on. I know there's cursed trains. It's lying to me. I know for a fact there is cursed trains. Where is it? Cemetery Ferry. Is this the one with cursed trains? It is! The pet kiosk lied to me. What the heck? Will you ever do a meet and greet in Wizard101? I mean... Well, here's the thing. Usually, majority of the time, I like keeping things to myself. I'm not really an outgoing person. So maybe, and this is a bit of a stretch, maybe one day. One day I'll do it. But not like in the near future. What's y'all's opinion on fairy queens? Damn, I'm really having hard. I'm really struggling here. I think it's okay, but it's not something that I would watch. And I know it might be shocking, but I don't really watch Wizard101 content. I kind of just watch what I like to watch, which is just in general stuff about... Well, I don't know. What would I watch? Just not Wizard101, if that makes any sense. There we go. I think this one looks pretty good. Alright. Ready for pet number 2. Go on one of her videos and check out her merch. It's really funny looking. The pillow is just her face. Really? Wait, so is it like one of those anime body pillows or something? That's something. I will say that. Yeah, so if you're in the need for someone to cuddle at night, I guess you can do that. The face is just her face, really? What would you say to Mouser if he's still alive? I'd say, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? How many times? That's my response. Fairy Queens seems like she's good for little kids or little boys. Yeah, I mean, probably. Alright, pet training. Oh, I don't have Mega Snacks. Damn it. Damn it. I forgot about that. Alright, let me go get some snacks. Do you watch anime? Yeah, I do watch anime, like on the weekends. I don't really watch it every day, alright? So I'm not some sort of anime enthusiast or like somebody that studies anime. I'm just a casual anime enjoyer. It needs a redesign. She's not cute in my opinion. She's also has stickers and a tapestry. What? What? Hold on. Tapestry? What the heck? Is it like a tapestry that you hang on the wall or something? So when you wake up, you just look at her face? That's interesting. I've never heard about that before. Alright. You know, I should really just move some of my pet snacks over. It makes pet training a little bit easier. But I do have like gardens on other wizards. Do you ever think King Zhao would finish Croctopia's re-imaging? Well, here's my thoughts on it, because I've seen like a couple, how would I put it, a couple of leaks that for Pirate 101 there was Croctopia in the works. So how I think of things would be they take the assets from Pirate 101's Croctopia and then they slide it in to Wizard 101 without anybody being none the wiser. I think that's how I think that's how they would do it. Do you have a Discord server? If not, will you ever make one in the future? No. Maybe in the future, probably. Just not right now though. I'll think about it, but I don't really want anybody to feel obligated to join. You know, or feel uncomfortable, if that makes any sense. I think that about does it. This is the one. I was hoping they'd finish Croctopia. I'm not even sure they've started. That's interesting to know. Alright, let's see what this fairy gets. JK the Beast. Hello, welcome to the stream. We're training pets. Alright, curse trained. That's pretty good. They got it right away. Alright, what? Let me see. The merch is pretty egotistical. There's a Stormgate in the new update with Pirate 101 that's named Stormgate to Croctopia. That's interesting. Banan Fritz. Sup, froggies? Hello, Banan Fritz. Welcome to the stream. Bucket Hat Wetsuit Gaming. Welcome to the stream. Alright. Death Proof. That's not too bad. We're making it work. What's your favorite Astro School and why? Well, my favorite Astro School would have to be... I think it would have to be Sun School. Because majority of the people use the Sun School just to enchant their hits and make it a little bit more powerful. But as for like the most creative, I would have to say the Moon School. Moon School is very creative, just not executed very well. Or properly. Will you ever do Roblox related content, anything really? I mean, the thing about Roblox, and I don't think I've ever told anybody about what I used to do on Roblox, because I'm pretty sure you guys don't know me all that well, because this is the second stream that I've ever done. But when I used to play Roblox, I used to go into the world of trading. So yes, I was pretty big into that. And when I did do trading, it was more of trying to attain or become rich. That was my goal on Roblox when I was a kid. It was to become the best, the biggest, the richest. I know it sounds like egotistical, like nowadays, but you know, what did I know? I was a kid back then. And all I wanted to do was become rich. So I was really big into trading. And it got to a point where I would just do that every day. Just back and forth, going and trading items. So I'd say that's one of the things that kind of contributed to my games. I mean, my kind of, well, failing in school. Well, Wizard101 has visited Part 101. You met Boochbeer and Gandry. Okay. If Part 101 parts visit Wizard101 Wizards, how would it turn out? I mean, when I think about it, you're bringing wands and then guns. So, I think pirates would kind of win. I don't think a shield can block a gun blast. So I think pirates would have an upper hand in that regard. Alright. This pet isn't really looking too bad so far. At least we got like her strained. So it's not exactly really any loss. It's just not exactly what we were going for. So we'll work on it a later time. Alright, so let's go on life. Let's see what he can create. If you are a Roblox creator and you make revenue via Robux, you can trade it in for real life currency. The thing about it nowadays, I'm not really into like the whole grand scheme of money. I just do it for fun. Like this entire YouTube channel, I don't really do it for money. Whereas like back then when I was a stupid kid, like everything was kind of like money. But with money I can buy this. I can, you know, get everything that I ever wanted. So when you grow up, when I grew up, I kind of understood that there's more than just like money itself. But to answer or address your comment, I do know about that. Just not really into it. So you want to be Mr. Krabs with training? Yeah, I mean, at the time, yes. Yeah, I got some nice pets. I didn't realize that. Ooh, I got a hamster. I don't really go on these wizards all that often. And when I do, I always get surprised that I have these pets. Do you play any other games? Yes, I do. I play... Well, last stream I played was Minecraft. So, if you can consider right now I play Minecraft, then Minecraft and the other game I've been working on is Elder Scrolls Online. I've been working on a project for that, a video project, and it's taking me over 2 years now for that. I'll explain like what that project is when the video drops or hits like the channel eventually. But as of right now, I'd say Elder Scrolls Online and Minecraft. Okay, life school pets. What's your favorite part about Wizard101? What's my favorite part? I'd say just connecting with people and just having fun. Playing the game, experiencing it. And sometimes people come back to experience it a second time. Like, they would just play the game, like, after they've quit for a little bit, and just enjoy it. Just enjoy the game, sightsee, and that's really all there is. Is your name Google because you got everything I've been looking for? Oh, that's a nice that's a nice joke. If it is a joke. I've never heard that one before. Who's better, Malster or Morgan? I'd say Morgan was a bit more annoying. And Malster, he kind of just lets us do whatever we wanted. He didn't actually stop us. Until, like, the very end. He wasn't like, I'll send my minions to kill you. It's just obstacles that got in the way. Whereas, like, Morgan, she was like, you know what? I'll just kill you right on the spot. So I'd say Malster is a little bit better. He's more lenient. He's chill. He's cool about it. How do you feel about Grandfather Spider? I don't really mind Grandfather Spider, but if you asked me, he's a bit of a weird character. We don't really get to see much of him until like the very end of the world. What should I put on this? What other combat trained talents do I have? Froggy's my daddy. Okay, okay. Do we have Legend Shield trained? No, we don't. We have Pot Boiler trained? We have Namaste trained? Oh, we do. Cool. I was gonna say, do we have anything trained? Alright. Malster just wanted to bring his wife back. Yeah, it was like a noble cause, but at the end of the day, he did it wrong. Okay, let me use a hatching elixir. There we go. And now it's... I kinda like the Timberland Yeti a little bit better. Also, it has fairy friends. Alright. Oh, I don't have a hatching elixir? Damn, that's kinda disappointing. Alright, we're gonna have to sell some stuff again. I only have a problem with Morgana and Celestia because they act like she's this major character, but she barely does anything and she only appears at the very end of the world. Yeah, I find there are obviously flaws with this game and like the characters. So, yeah, I don't really like Morgana all that much when you compare it to Malester. If you ever plan to do a can you beat blank by doing blank, I dare you to do this. Can you beat the Jade Onitsu on Mushu by using rank 1 to 3 spells? You can only heal yourself 3 times when battling him. Okay. That sounds a little bit easy, but I'll keep it in mind in the future. Okay, and now we just gotta sell some... Well, we gotta sell whatever we have, so we can hatch this pet. Alright. Okay. We don't really have all that much, I think. But we'll find something. We can sell some sunstone. We have a ton of those. I don't really use sunstone all that much. And then we can hatch the pets. There we go. Ooh, it's a little feral child. It's great. And ironically, Celestia is one of my favorite worlds because it's so pretty. Yeah, I feel like Celestia kind of upped the ante in terms of what Wizard101 can look like, besides just having I don't know. Like I said with Mushu, Bamboo, and just like the same things over and over. There's like some variety to it. Alright. Let's see what you get. Spellproof. That's looking good. HD Potato, greetings. Hello HD Potato, welcome to the stream. We're doing some pet training, and hopefully one of these pets actually does pretty well, or they do pretty well. Alright. Fairy friend. That's not too bad. I think we can make it work. Not gonna lie, I like the music in Caramel. Lots of waltzes. Yeah, to me, it kinda... It's nice to like branch out to something that's a lot more foreign. Something that emphasizes like the world itself. Alright. What is it gonna get at Ancient? Oh, wrong snack. That's okay. Alright. Caramel is a vibe. Caramel's okay. It's not bad. It's not my favorite world. But it's not something that I truly despise or dislike. It's kind of just there as a world. Original Dragonspire battle theme. Anyone? Yep. Dragonspire had some nice combat music. What is your favorite world? My favorite... I don't necessarily have a favorite world. But if I had to say... If I had to pick one, I'd say Avalon. Yeah, mostly because... Of course, there's like tons of worlds to choose from. But Avalon, for me, has a special place because I have a dear friend that likes Avalon. I just finished watching the video when he said, how did they get Mushu milk? Did they milk themselves? Made me laugh so bad. Yeah, I'm honestly curious myself. I really don't know the answer, man. Oh yeah, I was wondering about that. Do you guys have access to like the emotes or anything? Because I uploaded some emotes like after the stream, the Minecraft stream. So there should be some like new emotes. I love the battle themes. I love them all, but Croctopia, Marleybone, Mushu, Dragonspire, Celestia, and Zafaria are my absolute jammers. What if the Marleybonians come to do it for them? They industrialize everything, why not Mushu? Yeah, I thought about it, like, I thought about it in, like, Pirate 101's perspective, because I know they invaded Cool Ranch, I think. And they kind of... They revolutionized it and made it some sort of a modernized civilization of some kind. Favorite part world? That's kind of difficult because Pirate 101, when I compare it to Wizard 101, it's a lot more... There's a lot more bloom and just everything looks so luscious. You know, everything kind of pops up. It's so vibrant. But when you compare it to Wizard 101, now, obviously it's like, very old. I'd say my favorite world in Part 101 is Mushu. Just due to the fact that everything just looks so vibrant. It looks beautiful to an extent. It's like what you would expect from a triple A title or like a really high budget game. It just looks nice. Alright, what did it get? It got Lifebringer. What do you think, guys? Should we train it to Mega or should we like do a rehatch? Because I feel like it looks good. You know what? I think I'll save it. I'll save it for a later time. Alright. And then we have our Storm Wizard. Bringer isn't 10%. Trash it right now. I mean... Yeah, I think majority of people would do that, but I don't know. I'm pretty lenient when it comes to pet talents. Whoa, what is this pet? What was I doing? Oh, man. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure what I was going with this. It doesn't look half bad, so I think I should train it. But I don't know. Let me get some mega snacks. I should really prepare for these streams. There's like some time in between. Have you done the new Pirate 101 quest? Pirate 101 quest? Oh, is it like the one where they introduce like a new boss or something? The damage talents are good, but in the current game you don't need crit on a pet, but that's just my take. Let me see. Minecraft. Man, I have Minecraft on my mind just because I've heard about like an update for it. I think it was like the cliffs and caves, like from the previous stream. It doesn't look half bad. I'm considering training it. You know what? I'll do it. That's fine. We'll go for it. Can you feed pet snakes without doing pet mini games? Snakes? Oh, snacks. Snacks. Yeah, you can do that. You just have to... You have to do 25 pet mini games before you unlock that. And then you're able to do that. Yeah, can you imagine life without having the option to just skip the pet mini games? Yeah, doing this, it's so much easier. It makes life so much easier. Whereas, like, it took maybe 20 minutes just to get a pet to Mega. Now it just takes, like, less than 10. I know it's gonna fail. I know it's gonna fail. I'm calling it. It will 100% pet fail. I mean, to me, I don't really mind what pets get. Yeah, for me, pets are like any other person out there. People are flawed, and pets can be flawed. And I apply that concept to anything that I do. Mistakes happen. Alright, it is time to see what it gets. Storm Striker. That's fine, I guess. I don't know. I don't really mind what it gets. Storm Assailant, Storm Dealer, Storm Striker, Cleanse Charm Trained, and Storm Striker. Let me see. I think I have an exact same pet that has these talents. Somewhere, where is it? Yeah. Oh wait, no, it doesn't have Storm Striker. Has 3 damage talents, but with this it has 2 critical talents. That's not too bad, I think. Alright. Oh yeah, I also have this Windstorm trained pet. It just looks so nice though. Having Windstorm trained. Alright. We should go on the Balance Wizard now. Pets in Wizard101 gives me an anxiety and stress. I mean, for me, I don't really mind when pets don't get the talents I want. I kind of just usher on forward, and then I just make new ones. Like, as you can see, like, there's a ton of these pets I have, and they've, like, some might see it as undesirable, but I don't really mind. Yeah, they're pretty much fine. Because for me, like I said, my concept is everybody's flawed, nobody's perfect, and so are pets. Can't really expect everything. How did you unlock that? I've been trying to unlock Windstorm Trained. Mostly what came from it was I just kept hatching with a pet that had Windstorm Trained to a point where it inherited, and then I would just like hatch with that pet specifically, and it kind of just worked out in the end. I don't really think about pets too much. I kind of just make them. And whatever comes to my mind, I kind of just make it. What was your favorite video? I mean, I don't really have a favorite video. Oh. I think this would be my favorite video, right? Oh, ruin it. As much as I want to continue watching the stream, it is time to get off because of sleep. See you later, froggies. Also, how often do you upload videos? I upload once a week. Also, thank you for watching Ruin It. It really means the world to me because I do like seeing community and I do like seeing people chat with one another. It really makes it really makes streaming special for me. So, take care and good night, man. Gabriel, I meant your favorite video that you made yourself. Well, my favorite video that I think I've ever... What was the one that got me on the map? The one that made me... where I am today. It's the one where it was, how far can you get in Wizard101 without membership or crowns? That would have to be the one that is my favorite. Because it got me where I was, where I am. I didn't watch the Minecraft stream, but it was pretty funny seeing you start out. Hoping you can stream that more. Oh, I plan on streaming quite a few number of games. Alright. Trained. I always gotta keep remembering that I have these potions. Okay, what pets do we have? Balance of power? Nope. Black mantle trained. Okay. Okay, alright. What about Hydra trained? Is there anything for that? Nope. Man, the pet kiosk doesn't really show a whole ton of these talents, does it? Moby Huge? That's why I subbed? Well, I'm glad people are enjoying the content. Vampire trained. Triage trained. I think triage trained would be kind of nice. So, do you guys watch any other content creators, or am I like the only Wizard101 content creator that you guys watch? I think this one looks nice. We'll give it a go. Alright. Duelist egg. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh god, I'm stuck. Oh, what the heck? Okay. I don't know why it's so glitched. I watch everyone pretty much besides Blaze and Tara. And you, of course. I randomly watch Blaze if it gets recommended. I let the algorithm do its thing. You're the only Wizard101 content creator I watch. I watch Formal Phantom 2. Well, that's interesting. I mean, I've heard of those content creators, but I personally don't really watch Wizard101 content myself. Alright. Hatching Elixir. Man, and I gotta get Mega Snacks for this one. Okay. Blaze, Froggies, Formal Phantom, and that's it. Formal Phantom gave you a good rating on his WizTuber ranking. Yeah, Well, that's interesting. He said you are a god among men. Oh, that's flattering. That's nice, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't call myself a god, but, you know, I just like to produce contents and just make videos. Alright. Time for some pet snacks. I think 20 should do it. And also some golden wheat bread. We also need some of that. There we go. Okay. I think after the balance, it's gonna be time to call it a night because been going for like an hour and 45 minutes, I think. let me mark the space, and then we'll go to the home, get the mega snacks, and then we'll train the pets. Top 5 WizTubers and no points. Froggies, Blake PvP, Awesome Sauce, Ferric, and Zen Master Blue. Aw, that's pretty touching. Alright, so we'll finish this pet off. We'll see what it gets. And that's gonna be it. Armor Piercer. That's kind of unexpected. I watched this one girl's Wiz videos because she has great personality. I forgot her name though. Never mind, I found it. Her name is called Zepha. I like her videos because they're very informational. Alright. What it will get, nobody knows. Spin the wheel. Your tone is comedic yet relaxed, and I absolutely love it. Well, thank you for the comments, everybody. I truly appreciate it. Ward Wrecker. You know, at this point, I don't really know what this is becoming. I'd imagine it'd be really good for something that has a lot of shields. Fairy Queen's Pillow, Fairy Queen's Merch Review. I don't really necessarily do a whole ton of reviews. It's like going back to like the the food review thing. I'm just not really good with reviewing stuff. Favorite Lore Master spell. So my favorite Lore Master spell... That's pretty tough because they keep introducing newer and newer Lore Master spells. And then they kind of move it elsewhere and put in spellements. I don't really particularly like spellements. Maybe Fantano will give her merch a review. Fantano. I've heard about that. You put more effort into your videos than most other WizTubers. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I'm pretty sure other WizTubers put in a lot of effort as well. But for me, when I started out making Wizard101 videos, I didn't think about like where I would go. I kind of just made them as I went along. So I started out doing these horde pack openings, these videos on like new events happening, and like the weekly or monthly review of like the community news on like the Wizard101 website. I used to do that sort of thing, but I found that to be boring. It's like, who would watch that? Like, would you sit down and watch somebody open horde packs with like a monotone voice? He doesn't really say anything that's funny. He isn't charismatic in a way. Like, that isn't engaging. Like, who would watch that? And I thought that to myself. Would I watch something that I put just because it's to put something up for a week? Demon Axe, hey. Hey Demon Axe, welcome to the stream. Long time video watcher, first time chatter. Oh, that's good. Rafi Acosta, yes I would. Well, I mean, to each their own. Some people like different things. But personally, for me, I wouldn't just put something for the sake of putting something up for a week. Or putting up something just because I have to. Do it now, we will watch it, I promise. No, man, no. No, I will never, okay? Like, with the current state of my channel, I will never put out anything that I consider generic content, such as like walkthroughs, horde pack openings, reviews, or like anything to do with like an event. I promise you I will never do that. Never again. The challenges you do must take. That Waterworks challenge must have taken ages. Well, for that, I have to thank my friend for it, because without her help, I think it would have taken a little bit longer. And also, I'd say I'm a pretty lazy person. I'm laid back. So creating a script for it must be taking, it would take probably like more than a week. But she was like, you gotta release it sooner. I wanna see it. So partly she contributed to that. And I'd say she puts me in line to make videos a little bit more quicker. I want to make Wizard101 videos, but my computer isn't meant for recording or streaming. It's way too old. I mean, I'll tell you this. Before my channel blew up to like 9,000 or 10,000 subscribers, whatever you want to look at it, I used to have a very old computer, or an old laptop. I think it was like a Toshiba laptop that was built back in like 2008. And then like later on I moved on to like a Lenovo laptop. And I should really share that story with you guys a little bit later, maybe like in the next stream. But I had this Lenovo laptop that was on like life support, and half the screen was missing. So I would literally have to like jimmy the screen for it to get back the connection. So it was tough back then editing videos, but I made it work. So if you think you can do that, anything is possible, man. Nothing that you think that you can't do is impossible. Leia Joy Young. Hi. Hey, Leia Joy Young. Welcome to the stream. Do you play TF2? No, not really. I wasn't really big into TF2, but I used to play a lot of shooter games back in the early years of my early college years. But I later kind of moved out of that phase, and you know, I do YouTube now. Okay. Let's switch to our Myth Wizard. My computer can record and stream Wizard and or Pirate, but it would be less of a production value than my regular videos and would not appeal to most that are subscribed. I mean, here's the thing. My advice is just to make videos. Just put out videos that you think you're happy with. Just start making videos, and you'll get better as you keep making them, if that makes any sense. Put it in practice. Okay, I think we've done pretty well for ourselves. It's not exactly what I would use, or I'm not sure where I would put these pets, but I think pet training today has been very successful. Alright, everybody, I think I'm gonna have to call it a day here, because it's approaching like the 2-hour mark, and I gotta work on some stuff for my summer classes. So I think with that, I'll see you guys in maybe a week or so. Take care, and I'll... Oh, wait, hold on. What other games do you play other than Wiz? I mean, I only... the thing about that is I've mentioned it before, but I'll say it again. Elder Scrolls Online and currently Minecraft. Thank you everybody for watching. Take care and good night.